What's up, PikesPeak RC Arena? Race news around the nation. It is Robbie here to give you guys the latest and greatest news to see what's going on here and there and abroad. And yesterday, I pretty much spent my whole day yesterday watching the Georgia Peach State Classic. I had had a couple of the homies on there, Justin Simonson and Joe Mandola from our Extreme Raceway family, based out of South Carolina. Also saw David Olson, Brian Johnson, and Drake Boyd out there. A couple of the other people I got to race with over at Sumter and Monk's Corner, and it was actually cool to watch them on and perform great. Justin came out with a second and a fifth place. I forgot what class he was in. I was watching Joe and we were messaging back and forth and sending pictures and stuff. So congrats to you guys that were out there. Also, congrats to all our podium finishers all around LRC. I'll probably check out Graham's page, see who won out there. Saw a couple pictures here and there people were sharing from like Jonas and them. So I wish I made it out there. Again, I had priority with some military stuff that I had to take care of on VA stuff. So yeah, that was my main priority. I had to go to a thing, but other than that, I wish I was there with you guys. Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies, they did oval yesterday, and yeah, we'll see how those results come. Hopefully Cole will post some pictures or somebody post a video on the PikesPeak RC Arena group page. Also, for those that don't know and that are also on this page, and I will post this all the way around, it will be on the PikesPeak RC Arena race news around the nation. Just type in PikesPeak RC Arena on YouTube. Subscribe, please, and share, because these videos will be on there. I think I'm going to primarily put them on there and then share them directly over to the group and the PikesPeak RC Arena page as well. So again, that way I'll make sure that it's all shareable and viewable and stuff like that. I'm still learning all those cool little settings. But coming up here in a couple hours, we just got off of No Name Podcast, Lefty. We just got off his podcast and stuff. We were all in the chat. I saw Lutak in the chat. CL Hobbyist, man, everybody had a lot of great comments. Little Motor, all them. We were all talking about the tire specs. Then it came down to the ESCs and then oil tracks, so on and so forth. And great podcasts. And as always, with Lutak is our main topic has always been these past couple of days on the Georgia Peach State Classic chat room. It was been Mike Pavine. So the 13,000 multiverse world champion with this nuclear fission buggy. So it's just inside joke. We have fun with it. It's all good in humor and stuff. But again, Lefty sees it, so that's a funny thing as well too. But again, want to get out there with all our local tracks here in Colorado. Again, Graham just had his Rockies race. I'm sure it was a great turnout. I'll look more into the results in that here soon. Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. Don't forget about Faster Laps, ran and owned by Matt Kyle. I think his next race will be up here in October 12th. And then he'll have one more, and then that will finish the season for 8th scale, 5th scale, run what you brung. I'm sure I got to look into Graham's schedule. But don't forget, because those seasons are ending, please don't forget about JT. Don't forget about Moore Raceway with Eric Adams. Don't forget about the E-Plex. You got Justin over there at Westminster, Hobbytown. They got their little racing going on. Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. So there's plenty of places for you guys to get out to. All right, don't be afraid, Colorado Springs, to get out there up north, as North has come down here and showed us much love. So get up there, show some love up there. 5280, can't forget about them. Art is doing well with the carpet off-road up there in conjunction with Mini Z. And Mini Z Worlds is about to happen here shortly here in November. And then also they have their on-road program. I know I get calls from Corey with Brent telling me to come out. I will make it out there. My TC8 needs to get out there as well too. Also, the B7 buggy needs to get out there. I'm gonna do some maintenance on this, clean up my shocks and stuff, and clean up the whole buggy. But then again, not much really to clean on these things. I'll just probably go through the bearings. I have a thing with going through bearings and double checking my motor and stuff like that, and then adjusting for what needs to be done over at Arts or even at Kohl's with the buggy. So again, I'll do my adjustments as need be. As always, I stay true, and with the tires, my fuzz bites, I love them as well. I've tried other brands, but I found the fuzz bites are something I always go to anyways. And then I'm getting this one ready for more for his glue track. So I'll go try out Eric Adams' glue track and to include with the 4-wheel drive buggy as well too. So yeah, definitely got to get out there to these guys. But problem is with work, I have travel, and then but the cool thing is I'll let you guys see what trucks are there in the area of my travel. So again, most of you know that I was just in South Carolina for 2 months, and again started my roots with 8-scale racing over there, which I've never done, which I should have done here in Colorado with the guys, but they're very happy I'm into it now. I think one of the biggest supporters of me coming into the 8-scale racing world here in Colorado Springs, I want to say Big Rich, that he was super ecstatic. I was super happy to race with him and Tell on Truggy, and then John and Jason. It was cool to race with them again, as we are all very competitive in 10 scale. So yeah, I'll probably invite George out to the next one. George Foy, I'll have a buggy, e-truggy for him to drive if my son doesn't drive. So, or either vice versa. So we'll have fun doing that. We always have something great for the guys that want to come out and try this stuff. And again, I hate you guys for getting me into that. But again, I love it. I'm having fun with it, and it's great. Speaking of Worlds, what I was just talking about on Mini Z, Worlds 10 scale is about to happen here in Australia in about 3 hours. So I'll be watching that. We'll all probably be in the chat watching, chilling, having fun, whatever we do on the chat and stuff. So we have a great time on there, seeing everybody. But on this last no name RC chat with Lefty, I saw Russ on there. Russ, I didn't forget about you. Still got to take care of you. And then I had Joe Mandola. He was on there as well too. He was talking about short course trucks. Now, with the short course, I've noticed that it's not as popular as the 8-scale buggy or the 8-scale truggy, and it was one of those things. But again, I think it needs to come back. Spec slash or even 4-wheel drive short course truck, and I saw many out there driving that over at Matt Kyle's truck the weeks prior, and when I was just there, when I just got back from South Carolina, and yeah, it was pretty strong. It's pretty strong. It's actually a pretty cool class because that comes down to driver mod. Those things like to parachute, and I think that's what's steering away everybody from that class is the vehicles like to parachute. And then somebody mentioned having a true 8-scale short course truck, and when I say a true, and everybody's gonna say like the Slash or the other cars, the Techno, SCT and stuff like that. Oh, those are a true 8-scale. Let me grab I have a Slash here, and I have another variation of that, which is a little bit bigger. Let me grab those real quick. Let me put this buggy back up, and I'll tell you what, the difference between a 110 Slash, as most people think those are the 8-scale, they aren't. They're technically 10 scale, but the size of 8 scale. So that will be, where'd that Slash go? I had that Slash. Oh, it's over there. Let me grab that real quick, and then I'll grab the other variation that Lefty was just talking about. So which everybody wants to see out there. Let me grab those real quick. So with that said, a couple of companies have came out with them and stuff, and we will see. We will see. I'll let you guys I'll let you guys be the judge on this. Let me pull a regular slash up here. Now this slash I had put up, I put the 8 scale buggy wheels and tires on there, and you guys can definitely see that. Now the other thing, right, is that would probably be your true 1/8, I would say 1/7, but 1/8 scale style short course truck. So the Max Slash, I think Arma has one as well too, but this would probably be what Lefty and them were talking about on that, or Joe Mandola was talking about. So again, 10 scale short course truck, and this would probably be your 8 scale. So again, you can definitely, I'm going to put this down because it seems heavy. You can definitely see the difference in the size of the two. They're both Traxxas's, but one's a regular slash and one is a Max Slash. And obviously this one's a 2-wheel drive. I just put this up here for a size comparison because the 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive are still the same. I do have a 4-wheel drive sitting down there, but I just wanted to show you guys the size comparison also. So again, the Max Slash would probably be more of your ideal 8 scale short course truck. Problem is they do get pricey, but then again, what isn't pricey in 8 scale racing? So I think they were trying to look for more of the affordability, but in my opinion, the affordability would go to the Traxxas slash spec class. And golly, I want to say those short course trucks are very popular over at Graham Hills. They are popular over at Moore. I'm sure they are popular over there at Art Screamo's 5280, to include Matt Kyle's over at Faster Laps. And I'm not sure if Cole is going to be doing short course as well too at his location down in the basement. Okay, so I did talk about that in previous videos with Cole. That was the hot topic based off of Hector's posts and stuff, and I'm sure everything got hashed out with that. And again, Hector, with the support of all the comments, made very valid points, and there was nothing actually wrong with that. Hector spoke true and wide on that, and I give him props to that. Okay, so Hector's always been a big support of the PikesPeak RC Arena, and he just wants to drive, and I don't blame him one bit because I want to drive too. So he is a driver's driver, and I respect him a lot for that. And he'll do what he can with what little he has. And most people don't know what I'm talking about. You guys will definitely see what he drives and how he drives. So much props to that. Also, again, we're going back to what Joe Mandola was talking about, 1/8 short course truck. Yes, that would be an awesome class. That would be something I would do, because I would definitely bring mine out and definitely drive it. But again, it comes down to cost, because what's the price of the short course truck for Techno? I want to say it's in the close to $500 range. So yeah, that would probably put it up in the price range of a Techno e-truggy, I should say. And I want to say that's pretty much the basis of what it would be. I think it would be a Techno truggy with buggy arms. All right, so the length of the chassis and the buggy arms is what probably will make it a true 8 scale short course truck. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking at both my truggy right now, and I'm looking at the buggy, and the lengths are two totally different things. So again, let me see. Let me grab the truggy here. Here's the truggy, and the truggy does have a longer chassis, and as opposed to the buggy. So I'll go ahead and flip them around. So if you were to, and this is what they were talking about. So again, why don't we use that chassis of the e-truggy with the arms of the buggy, and you'll have an 8 scale short course truck. So that's pretty much it. And then using the big humongous bodies that they have. So yeah, that'll be probably pretty much it for that. Oops. For short course truck. And I think that would definitely bring back the popularity of the short course truck, on top of it making it spec again, like the Traxxas slash spec. I think that is an awesome program. Traxxas did not go wrong with that. I know Mark Santamaria did a big thing. I think his thing is still the Traxxas slash spec. I think he still runs one of those classes and stuff on top of his mini Z program that he's doing. So again, I want to see that'll be pretty cool to see where that goes with short course truck. And I know Corey, a lot of people, he hates short course trucks. He thinks they're destructive. And we begged and pleaded with Corey to bring short course truck to the PikesPeak RC Arena. He said it would be too destructive. Then again, if you guys not have seen the Fortec 2.0s and new drivers, boy, you want to talk about destructive. I don't think you can get any more destructive than that. I think the short course trucks would have been a great addition to the program if we had it over there at the PikesPeak RC Arena. But rules are rules, and at that time, Corey had made them, and see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, with Art, Moore's doing great with them. I'm not sure if Cole's going to be doing them. I have to probably double check with him on that. But other than that, yeah, we're just waiting for the rails to go on again. Right now, with that, a lot of people are saying Team Associated will take it. For those that don't know, Team Associated did come out with a new 4-wheel drive buggy. And then right after that, I want to say just last week, they just released the new T7 and the new SC7, the short course 2-wheel drive truck. And those transmissions are 3-gear transmissions, which are also compatible with your current B7. Now, I got a feeling, no, I can't talk about it too much, but the new B7 will have that variation of a 3-gear transmission. Let's put it that way. All right. I know there's other additions to it, but it's pretty much, I want to say the new additions to the new B7 buggy is pretty much almost similar to the modifications I've already done to this already. So, will I probably jump on the new B7 rendition? Probably. You know me. Yeah, most definitely. I'm not going to stop driving this. This thing has done me wonders. It is, I've learned a lot from it. I learned, driving it, I learned a lot from other drivers and raced a bunch of other drivers who had taught me along the way. Not just the vehicle, but the driving aspect of the 110 community as well. But again, pretty much all the mods that I've done on here will probably be a lot of the new renditions on the new B7 platform. So I want to say it'll probably be a B7.1 or whatever it is, their new rendition. But again, probably no different from what I have already on here with added extras that I have not seen or heard of yet. So again, we got some little insight on it, but I can't talk about it. You already seen in the last video that I talked about it, where Avid had their 3-gear transmission. They were going to release it, and just as they suspected, Team Associated came out with theirs. So again, I am super excited to see what Avid comes out with next year, and I hope it is what I talked about with Zeke. And if it is, I am definitely on board with that. So I cannot wait at that point. Yeah, definitely. So again, big supporter of Avid. They are no sponsors to this channel, but I do support them with the products that I use. Again, like I said in previous videos, I did get to test their new lockout spur gear combination that David Jor created, and I got to use and test that, and I was greatly happy with it, which in conjunction it got put on my son's as well too, so on his B7 buggy. So again, I run their springs, I run their shocks, I run their, a matter of fact, I run their C block. I run Avid C block. I'm running a lot of their stuff on here. I am super duper happy with. So again, I am a big supporter of Avid. I did talk about and glue some wheels, their Avid Trust V2s for the 8-scale buggy. I do need to get some of their 10-scale buggy wheels, which I do have in my shopping cart. So, and I just added bearings to it last night. So apparently I needed some clutch bell bearings for my 8-scale nitro. So just in case I burn out. Those are things that I'm talking about that are a regular maintenance occurrence. And again, I will take heed to that and take that advice wherever possible. So again, big support of Avid. Big fan of them. If you guys have not seen them, they do usually drive at the local tracks around here. They did frequent PikesPeak RC Arena a lot. Now they are up at 5280, and I do talk to Zeke every once in a while, so it's actually pretty cool. So again, props out to them. Also going on, oh man, what else is going on? Golly. Um, yeah, hopefully I got a trip. I do got a trip coming up, and I do want to get some great coverage of this. And if I do end up going there, I did talk to some of the guys that were local there, and I did not get to see the track. And I think this next trip, if I do go on it, it's going to be dedicated more to you Tamiya drivers. All right, so we'll probably focus on the TTO2 chassis. That's what their main focus and drive is on, is with the TTO2 chassis. If you guys are familiar with the JGTC true race car class that happens in Japan, that's how these guys race. So I can't wait to actually cover this. I have a TTO2 chassis here, and I am currently running the Denso Subaru BRZ body on it. That's the body of my choice for my TTO2. So and it's a true spec class. But when I get out there, I am locked in with these guys. I will talk to them, and they also run another class, more like hatchbacks and stuff. So they run like the Honda hatchbacks or the Toyota GR hatchback. They got their little cool class there. So again, I can't wait if I do go out there to get with these guys. That trip is not in stone yet, but if it is, I will definitely bring that out to you guys, because what's golly, JGTC racing, I'm a big fan of it. Obviously you guys know I'm a big fan of Hondas, so again, I cannot wait to get a little bit of coverage on this, and maybe do some track time. I don't know, we'll see. These guys meet up regularly every week over there, and I cannot wait to cover it based off the TTO2 chassis from Tamiya. So again, that will be pretty cool to watch. Yeah, I think Art will like that. I think Art will like that, and then all of our TTO1 chassis Euro truck drivers will probably like this as well too. So again, that'll be something I'll cover if I do get out there, which will probably be coming up, so we'll see. All right, but other than that, PikesPeak RC Arena race news around the nation. Again, I want to give great props out there to the podium finisher that I watched out there yesterday. I spent all day watching it and watching all the other local drivers that were out there. But again, props out to Joe Mandola, that showed up in full force. And golly, I think there's going to be a highlight reel of Joe Mandola out there. I'm not going to talk about it. Matter of fact, I just got done messaging him about it probably about an hour ago. And we were just talking about it. There'll probably be a highlight reel on him, but he did do an excellent save, so I give him that. That was his win. Justin Simonson winning second and fifth in his respectable classes. Again, Justin Simonson is a chassis sponsor driver through Techno, and has only been racing a year. Even Joe, if not racing a little bit less than him or a little bit longer than him, they're all within a year of each other racing, and these guys are hitting these racetracks big. And that's what you need to do. If you guys are looking for sponsorship and stuff like that, you guys got to put forth in the effort, all right? Just don't ask for the handouts. Let them find you, and that's how they found these guys racing and stuff like that. I'll probably sit down. Next time I do get out there to South Carolina, I'll get on a live and we'll sit down and talk to Justin Simonson on his path to or with Techno, and then we'll sit down with Joe on his path with Trigon. We'll probably sit down with David Olson as well too, who's also a pro driver that raced in the pro driver class yesterday. Again, we'll sit down and talk with everybody on that. I was talking to James Hart yesterday. He's one of my buddies that I race 8 scale with. He just jumped on the Techno bandwagon, and and yeah, it's cool to see him, and he's been sitting down talking with David Olson as well too. So again, that's the way to do it in the race community, in the RC community. Period. Is just reach out to your peers, talk to them. You know, golly, just like I talk to everybody else, it's always good to get feedback and then give advice, and then I always seek advice myself. So again, always reach out to your peers, the people you race with. Say hi, meet them, talk to them. Nobody's going to bite you, but they will race against you. And what better way to race against somebody who's right there on your bumper or you're on their bumper? And that, to me, in my opinion, is the funnest racing type possible, is when you have tight pack racing. And when I speak of tight pack racing, that would be like racing the LMH here. Granted, there's only a few of us that race it here in Springs, but man, when we do race, we are right there on top of each other, and all it takes is one person to tap. And then we do have that great sportsmanship. We'll rate up for that other person, and we'll right back down to tight pack racing. That's why I'm a big fan of GT12. That creates good tight pack racing. It comes down to driver mod, and we learn a lot from each other. So I learned from George, I learned from John when we're racing LMH, and that goes along with everything that I race with. I love tight pack racing. Golly, Andre's son, I love racing with him because again, it creates tight pack racing. Nate, all those guys, even Fernando, love racing with them. Again, tight pack racing, we're all right there in our respectable skill level, and it's just so much fun. All right, Pikes Peak RC Arena race news around the nation. I am Robbie. I will come back with some more great news and podium greats from around the nation. We will see you. Take care. Have fun on this great Monday. Hey, it's only the beginning of a great week. Take care. Now you gotta put all these things away. Oh.